Hi darlings, this is Christina and today I have 5 of the new Chanel cream to powder blushes. So if you're interested, just keep watching and let's get into it. Okay darlings, so I did pick up all 5 shades from the boutique nearest me. I will swatch them, I will demo them, I will use different brushes. I'm going to show you a plethora of ways to apply these. I was very excited for this collection and I'm not gonna lie, I already opened them, I already used them, so this is not a first impression. My feelings are still up in the air. I haven't used all of them. I can tell you there's some I definitely prefer more and there's some. So let's just start swatching. Each of the Chanel blushes come in the standard Chanel packaging. They are all made in France, have an 18-month shelf life. Now they do have a beautiful little cloth to keep them in, very classic Chanel. No brushes. The first one I'm going to show you that I've used is Rose Ardent. Now, Rose Ardent is on the cooler side. It is a cool pink. Now, the texture of each of these is very creamy. I will tell you, and I'm going to swatch it here, I will tell you they're extremely pigmented, very creamy, very buildable, and very natural looking on your skin. And I think that's the part that kind of throws me because I'm a big blush lover. I love blush. I probably have blush blindness. I like it so much and I like it to be very present, like sometimes the most present thing on my face. So these take a little getting used to. Probably for most people this is going to work really well because most people don't want their blush to be so dominant, but I love blush. So these are very luminescent, very natural finish. They're very beautiful. Then we have Beige Eclat, which I was really hoping would work out for me. It's a beautiful brown cream color. As you can see, on my medium skin tone, and I would say I'm a true medium skin tone, this barely shows up. So you can see this barely shows up on me. Now in the fall, this may get better, but currently at this moment, it's not so great. I do have a way to make this work, but if you're my skin color or deeper, steer clear of Beige Eclat. It is not going to show up on you, like at all. Then we have the Rouge FRANC, which is a beautiful bright orange. Initially, you may feel very intimidated by it, but you shouldn't be because it actually blends out so beautifully. This is the one I've only tried 2. I've tried these 2 out and about, and this is the one I like best, and I think I like the pigmentation of it a little more. I like how you can build it, but it's very vibrant, it's very present, and I love an orange blush. I love a peach blush, I love a coral blush, and this is so far my favorite, but I haven't swatched all of them. I haven't tried them all, so this is just like my first feelings. And this is Rose Radiant. I feel it's going to be a really pretty option as opposed to like the Beige Eclat because it's like a brownie pink. Rose Radiant, Rouge FRANC, Beige Eclat, Rose Ardent, Rose Radiant. So you can see they're different, and this one definitely is more pigmented. On my skin tone though, they look very similar. Of course I have built this one up quite a bit, but I do think it's just a little lighter of a pink, where this one is just a little deeper in tone, but not significantly. This is the one I have yet to swatch. So this one is fresh, okay? So we're doing this together. So you see how it changes? Oh, this is beautiful. This beautiful berry color. Very pretty. I'm going to tell you right now, I hope they add more shades, more deeper shades. I am dying for a deeper chocolate color. Oh, so beautiful. I think that would be a beautiful finish. Something much deeper than this one for women of medium to deeper skin tones. So Chanel, if you're watching, if you're listening, if somebody out there hears, please, please, please increase the shade range for medium to deep skin tones, please and thank you. So now that I've shown you all the swatches, now I'm going to show each and every one on my face. I will use 5 different brushes. Yes, some synthetic, some natural, some in betweens. Yeah, but we're going to use 5 different brushes so you can see the different application. I'm going to tell you right now, I did not love using my fingers. I felt like the application didn't look good on me at all. So I'm not even going to do that with you guys today. I'm just going to use the brushes, and let's start with Beige Eclat. Okay, darlings, so for this one, I will tell you, we had some problems showing up, okay? So I did find a better way to use this one. So I'm going to use it just as is with a brush here. And then on the other side, I'm going to show you how is best used for someone of medium skin tone. Deeper than me, this can be like a luminizer of sorts. And you see it barely picks up anything. So what I wanted this for was, because I do love blush as much as I do, I wanted something that when I was out and about, like for instance, right now I'm on vacation. I always take vacation like a decent amount of time during my kids' birthday month, which is August. They both were born in August. No, I didn't do that on purpose. It just kind of happened that way. So, you know, I'm picking the kids up, taking them to school, taking them to martial arts, doing all the things that I normally can't do when I'm working. I love it. I embrace it. I enjoy my motherhood during these times, in addition to getting appointments done and also, you know, getting their birthday parties ready, taking cupcakes to their schools. Now that my daughter's in junior high, we don't do it anymore. I had to figure out something I could do for her, but now she has like 5 or 6 classes and it's just not the same vibe as elementary. So for now, my son, he was thrilled to get his Pokemon cupcakes to his class, and I'm always happy to deliver on their actual birthdays. It's important that they're celebrated. So anywho, with that being said, I wanted something that would just give me a little bit of color, but not a lot. Today it's looking a little better. I don't know why, but when I initially received these, this was like not showing up at all. But this is not bad. But as you can see, it's barely anything there. I think this will work better on its own during the winter time when I lighten up. Because right now I'm at my darkest because it's summer. But when I lighten up, this will work. But that's terrible. I would much rather have more pigmentation than have to wait till I lighten up in skin color, right? And like I said, this could work. And for the purpose of what I wanted it for, I could definitely rock it, right? Like it could work. Okay, so now I'm gonna show you how I would wear them. I love to be able to pull out oldies but goodies. This is not that old, but my goodness, I barely reached for it. And this is the Les Symbols de Chanel in the gorgeous precious coral. It came in 3 colors, and I did purchase the beautiful rose. I did a review on this last year. Came out kind of during the holidays, but because this does have slight pigmentation, I, you know, find that, well, I was experimenting, and when I found that I added just a slight bit of this to it, it gave me a bit more color, and then I can wear it how I wanted it. I try so hard to be like normal and not put a lot of makeup on, but it is so hard. And once you start building blush, like it's really hard to take down a look when your blush is so present. I just feel like this blush, oh gosh, if it was just a little deeper, would just be everything I was wanting in a blush, because it's very natural, very luminous. But yeah, so you can see with the rose, with the precious coral, how it just gives me just a hint of color, where this one is just still very light, still beautiful, still luminous, but you know, it's not very present. So like I said, I probably would stay away from it if you're medium to dark, but if you insist and you like how this looks, you can do it. But I like to add this little baby on top of it, and it gives me what I need. Plus I get to use things that I haven't been able to pull out in a while. So that makes me super happy, and for that I'm happy I purchased it. Okay, we'll move on to the next one. Rose Ardent. Well, that brush was a synthetic Chanel blush that I used with Beige Eclat. Okay, now I'm going to use a Rephr brush, which is a natural hair brush, the number 18 brush, and we're going to take Rose Radiant. Now in between these takes, I am just applying the UBEAUTY Super Hydrator, tinted hydrator, because I don't want to add too dry of a formula to my cheeks upon these applications. I did wear this to work the other day, this particular color, and I liked it, but I can't lie, I did feel like I needed to apply a little more blush. Like, I kept reapplying this one. It was still present. It didn't move, so these do stay. But either I don't like the color as much as I want, or I just feel like it's a little too sheer for me, like too much of a wash of color. But this is Rose Ardent. Okay, now I'm going to take the BK Beauty 112. I like this because it's so cute, so perfect for little cheeks. We're going to do Rose Radiant on the left side. And this is my first time actually wearing this one. And oh yes, I like this one better already. And probably because it's more like a natural finish on me, in the sense that it blends in with my skin more, where this one kind of stands out. And if I'm gonna do a blush that stands out, I would add a little more depth to it. Like, I feel like I can still like see everything still, like my little scars and stuff, which is fine. But like, when I have blush, I don't still see those, you know, a standard powder blush anyways. But I like this one a lot more. Very nice. This is Rose Radiant, Rose Ardent, and Rose Radiant. This definitely has more of a warmer browny pinky hue to it versus like a cool pink, right, with like a bluish base. Okay, now we're going to do our two darkest colors on one other side. Now we're going to do Rouge Franc. Oh, I love this color. I'm using the NIKKI La Rose, the N17. So we're going to just take the cheek side. I love this. I use this to apply my foundation and this side to apply my blush. So I'm going to show you. It's not as scary as you would think. Now, I will tell you, because this is the, like, it's a cream powder side, this is going to give you a more intense pigmentation. I'm just showing you this right now, okay? But if you want to dim this down, because Beige Eclat is like barely a color on me, I'm just going to take the same Chanel brush and I'm going to buff this out a little. And so if you use just a regular brush, and like I said, this is synthetic, look at that, easy. And I was able to build this up pretty nicely if you so desire, but it's got this beautiful radiance, as you can see. It's so pretty. And my sunshine is looking a little weird right now, so I may be looking paler right now than I have in most of the video. I think I actually do have a cube, like a diffuser of light, and I think I'm going to start using it because it is so hard to get this light source to be perfect when you're doing natural light. It's just no way to control it. And so I think I'm going to start using it, guys. I already have one light here, but I'm going to use the other one that I have. Very nice. And last but not least, we're going to use GRENAT PROFOND, and we're using my Bowl Shikahodo brush. It is a mix of squirrel and fox, squirrel and goat. I'll put it below. I can't remember. It's mixed with two natural hair fibers. Just gonna, oof, look at that. Now that takes minimal effort to build. This reminds me a lot of the Chanel Winter collection, which I'm gonna swatch for you guys at the end. And also a little bit of the newer one that just came out, and that the blush and highlight duo, which I'll probably swatch too, but that's a pretty color. And what I like about this is because even though it's got that richness, you could definitely build it up. like as opposed to the other one where you can get crazy really fast. This is very user friendly, beginner friendly. So if you don't want to apply too much blush, you know, you can just build this up softly and slowly. Rouge Franc, Rouge Grenat. Okay, and as you see, all of these are still well intact and they stay pretty well. Like I said, like it's a different formula, different than any blushes I have, and you can see they just came off my fingers. So they don't completely set down, see, as you can see here, but they do last. And I think because they don't completely set, it gives a lot of flexibility to these blushes. So let me give you a few blushes on the side that I want to give you comparisons to. This is the newest Gold and Peach Duo. Now, almost has a similar texture. This is definitely lighter off the bat than the Rouge Franc. I'm going to mix it right, or put it right here next to Rouge Franc so you can see the color's different. And this one looks brighter, but it definitely swatches a little lighter on the skin, to me anyway. For some reason, oh, because it's a little deeper probably, swatches, see, it's deeper versus a little lighter. And we have the Light and Berry. Texture feels very similar. I'm going to swatch it alongside of the Grenat Profonde and then the Light and Berry. So you can see this one definitely is a little more in that purple hue, and it's definitely more pigmented off the bat. But you can see how this just like takes, you know, so little effort to build. Definitely bring it down. And what I really love to do with these, I'll take that pretty highlighter and I'll just pop it over top. Not like you need it because you can see how luminous it is, but your girl loves a highlighter and I love to reuse my things. So look, see, then it gives a very similar look to the Light and Berry. So if you miss out on this, I think they're still available, or you just have it now and maybe you don't use it because you're fair and skinny, feel like this is very intimidating. The Grenat Profonde is going to be a lot more forgiving, and you can still use that beautiful highlighter. So pretty, so pretty. I might as well just do it to the other side with the gold because I can't help myself. Just gonna put that here because I really love these duos too. But look at that. And you know how I told you initially I was having issues with this formula? I didn't have the same issues with the cream to powder blushes where it felt like it was like sinking into my skin. I did feel like if I used my fingers, it was kind of giving me that same issue. But with the brushes, it was fine. The application was smooth. I had no issues. But I kind of do like to set these a little with some type of highlighter of sorts, just because for me it fills it in a little. It's very sheer and I'm okay with it, but because I'm a blush lover, like I said, I feel like, as you saw when I just put that highlighter, it just kind of gives a little, I don't know, it just kind of fills it in. It fills in the blanks. It's a little more rich. I think that's the word I'm looking for. It's richer and deeper in density and texture, and I just like that. Ah, I love. And I'm going to show you the Mauve Glacé. This is from the Winter Les Beige. Okay. Once again, one of those other colors that reminded me of Grenat Profonde. Also pretty light. Wow, it's lighter than I thought. Right here. But they're in similar categories. This one pulls a little more pink though. So more of a reddish brownie color, and then more of a purple from the Light and Berry, and then Mauve Glacé from Les Beige is more of a pink berry. These were the formulas that were most similar, creamy, but they're not exactly the same. So darlings, what are my final thoughts on these blushes? I think they're beautiful. I don't think you need them all, and you already know I feel like Rose Radiant and Beige Eclat, I think if you are medium to deep, I don't think you should purchase these. I just don't think they show up on us as well And so I would probably skip these if I were you. I'm not mad that I have them, but I definitely won't use them by themselves likely. I'm gonna bring them together with my other formulas, other blushes to really bring them forward. And for, you know, $52, I shouldn't have to do that. I should just love the blush as is. The other three I love. I love the GRENAT PROFOND, I love Rouge FRANC, and I absolutely love Rose ARDENT. I think those look best on medium to deeper skin tones. They definitely show up. And even for medium to light skin tones, if you're easy on them, you can definitely build them up. I think mostly these are holy grails, only two, a little bit of a holy fail, but I really, really love these, and I'm glad that Chanel added to their collection, because you know when they reformulate their regular blushes that we all loved so much, the formula changed and it wasn't the same. So darlings, I hope you enjoy this review. I hope it helped, and if it helped you at all make any decisions, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It just helps my videos get out there. All right, darlings, I hope you have a great day, a wonderful week, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.